clear and present threat to public safety.
This is really the foundation of the opioid crisis.
What's up, everybody? It's me back at it once again, like I never left, because I don't. And bro, you see it, you see the thumbnail, you see this dude right here, you know what's going on. We got a huge drug bust that happened in Texas. Apparently, they're saying it's one of the biggest that the nation has ever seen. And honestly, it looks like a logistical hub for a shipping carrier or a major retail chain, by the looks of things. But they say it's drugs, so let's check it out, bro. Let's just see how much drugs they done found on these people. They're probably about to turn around and sell for themselves.
A monster drug seizure over in Fort Bend County, one of the largest that the nation has ever seen.
That's right.
I see how you matched your tie with her outfit, bro. Smart.
On scene as agents
Is that
of the
just
U.S.
something y'all
Drug
do?
Enforcement Administration moved in. Greg is live to tell us what went down today. Greg.
John Arashi, hundreds of millions of doses of addictive drugs worth billions
Hundreds
of dollars
of
are
millions
now in the hands
worth
of federal authorities. Confiscated from a legitimate distributor who investigators believe allowed dangerous narcotics to seep onto the open market.
Who did that?
Soft entry, Mark unit.
In the parking lot of Skeeter Stadium, dozens of drug enforcement agents gather in preparation for what is likely the largest narcotic seizure ever recorded in Fort.
Y'all ever seen like American Gangster when they have their big Fed meeting, they be eating donuts and drinking coffee and it's crazy to actually see this actually occur in real life while they in the parking lot of what they said was a well-known distributor that just was out here trapping good like Juice Man, bro. It's a bus.
The target, Woodfield Pharma, also known as WDSRX, a wholesale manufacturer and distributor of pharmaceutical drugs, including highly regulated opiates.
We are taking custody of product that
Opiates.
has a high likelihood of diversion, and we're going to safely secure it in another location.
Diversion, as in the rerouting of highly addictive.
We're gonna safely secure it in another location. Y'all hitting a lick right now? Cause it seems like y'all hitting a lick. I'm just saying. Go off.
Highly dangerous opiates into the black market for illegal sale. According to Special Agent Smith, a Drug Enforcement Administration audit indicates tens of millions of doses delivered to this facility over the past 3 years are unaccounted for and represent a clear and present threat to public safety.
This is really the foundation of the opioid crisis in the United States.
This DEA seizure is massive. 27
They're the plug.
trailer loads worth of opiates, which could have ended up on America's streets. According to the DEA, Woodfield cannot account for huge quantities of pharmaceutical-grade amphetamines and opiates like phenobarbital, codeine, and tramadol.
In an illicit market, tramadol is used as a foundation for pills that are laced with fentanyl, pressed and then sold on the streets as counterfeit oxycodone. We see these pills in and
The streets about to be hurting. Hurting.
Thinking it's Adderall or some other type of substance. And
Hurting for a little bit. And then they gonna hurt some more.
DEA uncovered evidence of large, suspicious duplicate orders filled on a monthly, sometimes weekly basis, and lacked security at the Sugarland facility, including cameras that failed to function. Special Agent Tony Hubbard fears much.
So y'all got multiple tractor trailers, pills and uppers, downers, you name it, drank, got seized just on site. They said they've been losing millions of dollars worth of pharmaceutical drugs for years. For years. And not only have they been losing millions of dollars worth of drugs just unaccounted for years, a logistical hub that transports millions of dollars worth of prescription drugs doesn't even have working cameras.
The inventory Woodfield can't account for has been siphoned off, diverted into an illicit 21st century marketplace that's produced the highest number of deadly overdoses in U.S. history.
Drug dealers now look differently than they did when I first started.
Bro, you look like O.J.
They're
Simpson,
not
bro.
always on
Are you
the
O.J.
corners
Simpson?
or in back alleys. They're selling stuff on the internet. They're selling stuff at college campuses, high school campuses.
Yeah.
What we're dealing with
Dark
today
web.
is where we cross that line, that threshold from legitimate medical practice to illicit use that only fuels addiction and death.
We have contacted Woodfield Pharma and are still waiting for the company's response. At this time, no criminal charges have been filed, but that could change as the investigation continues.
Yeah.
Both Agent Smith and Hubbard believe DEA saved lives today.
Wow. Look, just look at the size of this lake. And I think that y'all definitely saved lives in the process of seizing this dope, but y'all also just made a whole bunch of people real sick. And honestly, you may have just played all of these people right into the hands of the cartel, because whereas, yeah, these drugs may have been given out very freely, sometimes too freely, at least they were made with a certain level of, to use the term, but care. Because there's a whole different market for these same illicit drugs in a whole different production site less than a couple 100 miles away, where they can make these same drugs but just with a lot less oversight, a lot less care, a lot less safety, and a whole bunch of more deadly materials and unregulated materials. So I don't know, are we just robbing Peter to pay Paul in the worst way possible in this situation by taking these drugs off the street? Are they just going to get other drugs that aren't as safe shipped out? But I mean, what is a safe drug anymore? I don't know. I mean, Lord have mercy. What do y'all think, bruh? This is definitely not what I thought, because, you know, when you think of millions of dollars worth of drugs getting seized, you think of cocaine on a table with a whole bunch of dudes with crazy mustaches. You don't think of a FedEx looking hub just full of aisles and aisles and aisles and aisles of boxes of just stuff that'll put you on your head. You just don't think of it. But I don't know, bruh. Don't do drugs. Don't do it, bro. Don't do it. Go read a book, player. Drink some water. Grow a plant. Walk your dog. You know what I mean?